Ezekiel. A bridge is being burnt, no cross permitted again, for it was an illusion for gain. Uriah, your eye, they sought. Ezekiel, Ezekiel they thought. Rowing through waters of man's, the Romans invaded this land. G's for them, not for us. Jesus, the name of this crutch. Satan, Andros, to follow across. Asher, destroy by fire. The devil won't the only liar. Michael, where diamonds hid. They tried to cap with canning lid. Lock and key of insatiability. There are two ways to bullshit. Moloch, if you'll worship it, or entrapment of all your worth, paying out only in dearth. Madness has controlled earth. Now light will shine upon the mask believed sublime, and the counting how long a time. By submission we were blinded. Serpent songs of flowery pose. Alms means we wouldn't let it go. But now the world gets to know the real value was always inner. They stole, as it were, our diner and dinner. Refiners were but miners, basking in a false sun, consuming our energy by oppression and cannibalism. In our eye lay an undiscovered prism. Found and followed leads to abundance. Their spellbook were but repetitive redundance. The Mad Piper. The Mad Piper, forcing it into her, pipes of various size, into any opening configured. Carry not if receivers are unalived. Bolts at her ankle, damask with sheen of old. As long as we get all her gold. Age nothing but a number, a phrase I never liked, now I know why. 80-year-old men look only 65. Control, force, fear. Our government holds stores with these same souvenirs. You've been sleeping peacefully, but it's time to awaken. We must recover for the earth they have taken. Saviors are liars, calling us forsaken. I'm breaking into the minds. Spelling words needs redefines. Inlaid amethyst fill queries nearby. Inquiries, the only ticket we need. Good thing, 'cause kneecaps bother me. Same as dinner's late night at Chi-Chi's, bragging in our face about their dominion energy. They walked upon our waters, emotions hardened without sunshine. I've taken back what is mine. I see and will never gatekeep, except to let you enter also, seers casting off wolves of sheep. As keen as wolves, our cries break into night, not stopping till everything is more than all right. Muscling into shape, for we've everything right. Soarless soaring, watch me take flight. Design your own kite, with charcoal pins at the height of midnight. Guided meditation. Close your eyes and watch your step into interior of woodland forest. Leaves crunch beneath the boots you remembered. Hills, frillless of store-bought fancy, yet a dance these remind me I've got. No time better than this present spot. Allow yourself to improv the dance moves never learned or taught. The melody is one you may have forgot. It's dawning. Limb sways under blue skies of a new day. The pines and cypress near also hear and join in. We are not kin, but always remain friends. Some are skinny, others cushy, so don't worry how you look. They do not judge your uncovered book. Deeper breaths as now you stop to rest. Bulrushes near a stream invite you for tea. A dry place setting amidst the common beauty surrounds. You acknowledge their sounds. Dandelion picks poses, handling gently, no scent to noses. Inside you find a doorway through time. Opening it is done in the mind's eye. Veins holding wealth stem from all she's been strong through. You sip that strength from a mug made just for you. Smiling now, mind's beholding wow, a silent vow, you'll never see it as mundane. In this way, we are the same. You begin looking within to overgrown and underappreciated parts. Intuition needs no cuttings or darts. Imagine a hole gaping wide. It fits absolutely perfectly inside. Rising, needles poke into your back. Pine resin fills in all lack. You relax. You've only one job, to take care of this special one you may have forgot. The stream is still, as our worries released. All self-depreciation is ceased. You feel in bowels the accents of dandy now, warm motion, absence of commotion. You glance out over gray and white, but blue bounces back with sunlight. All is all right. There's nothing you can't conquer. Shears cut back all fears, blinds once delayed, but in the woods it's naturally frayed, weft in warp threads. Queen Anne's lacy weds in marshy spots of cattail tall, weaving perfectly. You will not fall back into ditches deeper than stitches keep. In this setting you belong, perfectly imperfect, just as our dance and song. Melodious harmonics move into middle ear, soon the ringing as a bell. Everything is more than all right, I can feel. A well beckons you come close, an endless measure, a golden treasure. You find it's glowing from within. You've the only key to enter therein. The robin look on enviously. Wolf pup glances up mysteriously. What have you got? We want to see. Nothing special are words now banned. You put a priceless heart in hand. Look here, I smell hyacinths. There's also a dragon of protection. Fire breaths put out all suspicion. There are no ashes or cinders, but power to reclaim and defenders. New thread and camel hide mend her. All blades grow and never slice. What you decide, so consider it twice. We welcome the deer and the deer mice. Coal now encircles my eye. Diamond sparkles is in my shine. Deciphering easily now what is mine. Knots, twice forgot. I gather handfuls of forget-me-nots. Petals demonstrate, one eye illuminate. Buried paths, one points each direction. I spell more carefully with perfection. Only traveling paths I decide. No one can ever again take hold of my mind, or self-arrest falsely deem me unkind. I hit rewind only to share with many all I have overcome with me, not with many. The pathway is cleared, but not paved. Troubles once obtuse are become concaved. A stained shirt. Come along this wide way, sandy fields between the toes, half-mile or two, till the water's view. Rushes nobody minds, we've left behind bull kind. A seat, a treat, a minute to think. Gulls search for theirs, simpler type. Moles buried deeper than the ocean of commotion, I reach out to grasp. I'm scared, so I gasp. No need to be afraid. More knowledge is quite safe. Have you been hurt? Are there stains on your shirt? I've no flipper, but must dive in. Divinity is a rimless lens. I find after looking, I'm cleansed. The sun of my heart came out once again. Nature's soul invited me come. Get some of the whole. Buckets and shovels of only thought. Gloves for boxing I had brought, but needed not. But a loaf I had remembered back when as a child, naivety was simplest. I have tools now to paint abstractly, outside lines any put there for me. I see anew, inside and through, permission slips not held on to. I grew up the rest of the way, where many safely still stay. Yet moonlight is present in the brightness of day. Playing safely costs me, I'm assured. Shrink wrap hurt more than ironing boards. With exposed cords, I finally spoke. Visual reminders how family had choke. Then I awoke to goose down, geese feeding peacefully off the ground. I found feathers as proofs of weather fitting for Julys. My magic has brought darkness out from its disguise. Not more wise, but acknowledging what lay dormant and needed honing. No more playing phony. Just like I've put off sandwiches of bologna. Yet my child safely shines now, is no cow, and to no one bows. I'm holy, wow, all my shades and dimensions allowed. Parted smiles. My smile is ripped in half, don't try to make me laugh. Dashed lines, I find, mark me old as time. Fur grows between my toes, in a special eye oversupplied. I cannot see beyond or find anything fond. Ponds encircle my teary eyes, a world is muddled with cherry pie. Frowns were ordered in bulk supply. A fire ablazed has halted all maze. A creature of an ocean, but she's not quite mermaid. News reports honestly for a change, but now monsters are real, and the whole world deranged. For some believe this is a nuanced relief, and the rest are the guilty party. I'm ready to die, for hell's been here, all is a lie. Why, yes, I heard of try. Is there any reason, any wonder in life? Don't speak to me of clouds. How can I hope if the Bible isn't real? By acknowledging only how I feel? I'm angry and sad, not a little bit glad. Well, yes, that nutcases are put away, and many children found safety. I guess you have a point. You're sharp at that. Are you a wizard? You seem to sprout hope, like the tail of a lizard. Chicken Meg. The sly fox robs chicken of her egg, then points the finger at Chicken Meg. So are the ways of an abuser. Emotional distress, an effect of how he used her. Police reports when he's the criminal, smearing her character, which is actually phenomenal. His bank account's full as he is a bully to her needs. Money is a sledgehammer to knock her off her feet. Yet she remains sweet. What he buried when they were married will come to light and shed why all of what he said described him all the while instead. Real murder, false persona, devouring more like a lethal piranha. He bore into spirit and soul, stated rights and claims, intended to never let go. But her tenacity to triumph were like a stampede of elephants, alone, but not in spirit. She unmasked him in a society secretly oppressing, the signet ring and gosling, corruption on grand scales, replicas of the true. The whole world will know what's been done to you and by whom. Elites she defeats complete. So is the impact of one lamb silenced. Finding voice was only enemy defiance. Who says yes? Yours for our trust will wear you stead of wig, slaughter human as it were pig. Rig a world in signature baloney. Stages filled with stooges, all are phony. Dollars nothing in value. To the hue of man we steal as we can. Fish, roast beef, no, I'd rather be chief. An evil light, elites, elites, false shine. 'Twas only mine. Twine bundled in bulk for sale, cheaper by the dozen, like ginger ale. Tooth and nail stained in blood. Paparazzi tabloid, all false crud. Stars decked infants to sparkle. Superpowers, none at which to marvel. As eating hearts, subliminally theirs evaporated cold beats. Labels and margins, with headroom for error. World-renowned recognition, and fame to the unaware. Now there will be a reckoning of accounts. All built off my energy must return to me as the world shouts, "No more! Can you steal our power? Dominion energy stored in electric towers. Babel is fallen and forever slain. Real freedom fighters never cage human. In spirit, soul, hue, or feign to be a rainbow. Only tyrants rule with shame. I've no sink to wash, but gosh, the glance you stole lacks self-control. I know I do not smell the best, but unless you offer, please keep at bay the shame you pass off by judging me falsely. I see I saw before the smile forced between locked jaw. Nah, I don't envy you, but you'll know my name soon. A rippling effect on a world circumvent. Heaven's coming, and I get to be part of it. This was my last lesson to boot, 'cause the homeless need, more than anything, compassion. Shoot, you broke a nail. Will you walk the tightrope of approval? As you tread, it slowly enlivens with dread, masking the dead. 2 eyes and a head, but the rest of you absent and wooden. You turn around, but without feeling you couldn't. Associates assure you that you shouldn't. There are planes to travel by, ticketless in the mind's eye. There's elbow room when time's allowed to zoom in. Question the state you live in. New Guinea, following every fad and fable. New market, dime spent on an electric cable. How about slowing down like maple? Are you frightened what the bucket will leach? Ginger pies and peach pits, you in concern. Skewed cornea, can self-correct. If opinions you'd forget, and just let. Set of sublet apartments, underpriced and overshared. Rainbow prisms await you in the here and there. Treasure, more than pot marigold. Would have you life sold, planting all of you till 55 years old. Consumption presumes stuff's all you need. It's a heavy loaf to enjoy hurriedly. Traffic jams, a flavor unenjoyed. Ladder climbing, oversaturated in butterless joy. Doggy toys in mouth, but you've not time to indulge. Sometime later, dribbles out your mouth. Kids believe the same bull as calves. Then they learn to do math. How much will nursing home cost for mom and dad? They won't forget that. You've choice and rights, left undone when you could have won. You, man. I've been rejected, but accept myself. Thought I was too old to begin anew. How could I have known the rippling effect my waves move? Like a fairy tale come true, all I had to do was stop sleeping, keeping many supply with my waves. I've been to hell and lived, so do beware. Power can't be seen in the judgments. I've string along beans. I've turned tricks of your voodoo don't stick. Slicker than Rick and Tiny T. What lines get crossed for albums of them who make it big? This world's getting unrigged, signatures unsigged. We're taking back by right, plunging on past midnight. Claire's air's given us perfect sight. Our plight into hell is over and done. So the rings they hid as carcass and bone. We will laugh after grief and groan. Compromised as a lifestyle won't come back. The taste of human rib and rack, keeping masses in lack. A new track and trains pulling, glamorizing the effects of safety over sullen. Devils shoveled way with their book. Into the mirror of the sky will steadily look, raise enlightened all heavy loads. Kisses genuine, turning toads. Faces flush with purity again. Laws be rewritten for actual protection. Marred no longer, our canvas stronger. The overall effect, though complex, will astound a round, non-global earth. Pigmented textiles, colored in worth. Amethyst, ruby, child's play loved, not mere duty. Safety and time, the most valuable commodities. Reading the world of catfish personalities. Trauma not be made an excuse, for if it were a deciding factor, I would have necessitated turn into monster. Rewire and sigh. Relax, become a state in which to reside. Free, costing everything. A hard look. Ban, devious book. Evolving in real time took. Sacral, sacredly. Being seen, what it means to be Hugh, blue pink, extraordinarily human. Blackout childhood. Princess stories in your bed. I didn't want to rub your back. Mom downstairs, fully aware. That was the hardest of all of it to accept. Blackout childhood memories. Those princesses fared well comparatively. I slept in a whirlwind 45 years long. Ocean is the tears I cried finally upon. Waking, staking heart, I pulled the dagger. Mommy dearest is a haggard. Daddy's had of pedo ring. My whole family's nuts, if you ask me. I declined. He insisted. I left my body as he entered. Safety, I was taught in school. Don't cross the street without looking. Too late. I've been run over and bled inward. Still slip through the cracks of secret society. Even teachers took nibbles, rubbing my shoulder as I play piano, or hunting me in the astral tiptoe. When the CIA conspire, and MK Ultra is transpired, every last breathing bloodhound knew, all but you. A make-believe life in a cruel world. This was not the raising, but demolishing of a girl. So now, you beg for leniency? In truth, you can't be sorry. Only unsuccessful at murdering. I won this war. You, so many waged, as I lay unaware. This is my fight back. When you had drugged, or sent after me another thug, all the memories I'm better off not remembering, though now I do have access to a few. Mom, dad, uncles, grandma, to names I thought I knew. Cousin Nicole, I wanted to warn you before your daughter got molested. I never could have guessed it. You beat him to it. It's entrance to elite group you've joined. I'm the only pure one who refused to eat loin. Deprived of love and decency, you offer nothing to subsequent generations. Love's been replaced by fireless shot swallowed hard, compacted heart of frozen lard. To choose cannibalism and pedophilia when you could have chosen to heal empty vessels, you've no appeal to the real who can still feel.